I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. This time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe. Nah, I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action now, Mills. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A first down throw for Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, Mills. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Mills. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mills again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Mills' throw taken in by Thornton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Hall. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Slot man moves right. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing, Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Mills. Steps away to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now Mills on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hall now, off the play fake. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hall on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The Steelers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Griffin, and this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Hall trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
In motion left goes a tight end. Off the play fake. Hall out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Hall throwing on fourth down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, here's Pierce. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and long for Mills. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken right around the 44. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw it is Hall. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pierce. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Hall, throwing to start the drive. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hall. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the 22, Mills. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. A dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Hall now on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hall off the play fake. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hall. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on...
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Pierce. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18. Looking to throw is Mills. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Mills. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Mills. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Off the play fake, Mills. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Going for it with Pierce. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here come the Steelers now again to go for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Hall. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mills to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
19 Tiger.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Hall on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 70 Timber Wolf.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Even.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check. Go street.
Now a toss here, short side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me.